Get ready for your regular info on marketing and branding from industry insiders to help you find success in your career. You're listening to the New Music Industry School presented to you by Dive Academy. I am TaiwoXGreatness. Okay, so welcome to Dive Academy podcast. I'm TaiwoXGreatness. And
Yo.
And here with me we have...
Yeah, my name is Kent.
And I'm Oxygenmix, a mix engineer.
All right, this is Kola Williams.
Yeah, Kola Williams. So basically we have a videographer in the house, a sound engineer, and an artist, and also a digital marketer, which is myself. So basically today we will be talking about the 3-day today and unfavorable mistakes up-and-coming artists make. Yes, the mistakes up-and-coming artists make on a regular basis. And we'll also try to give advice when due and all that. So as we mentioned earlier, to get your music to a point where you would like to see it at, you definitely need to do things consistently right, and you definitely have to avoid certain things because you are what you consistently do. So to start it up, the first mistake up and coming artists make is the mentality of doing things for free and paying for the wrong things.
True. Exactly. Even me, in my line of work, I've actually come across artists that would rather pay more money to sites like, I don't need to mention names, sites that basically put up your songs for free. They'll pay money to them. They rather pay them money than to actually pay the producer to get the sound right.
Yes. We've
so
seen that.
It's basically just misplaced priorities, and it all stems down from not having the right team to work with,
the
to
right
actually guide you
mentality.
around. Exactly, to guide you right.
Yeah. What's your take on that, Mr. Williams? Is it cool if I call you Mr. Williams?
Artist.
Yeah, sure. All right. So when we talk about audio engineering and why artists make this mistake of, how do I put it?
Paying for the wrong things,
trying to
not
get free, trying to get free work from the engineers.
Yeah,
I like to
producers
say,
and
or producer. I like to say, I'm not trying to be, why I say I'll just use myself as an example. All right.
Sure.
When I started like years back, I didn't really understand what an engineer was doing, like an average listener. No offense. Until I became an integral part of production process, until I decided to understand the whole process of making music, I didn't even know. I just knew that, okay, there's an artist that is singing, and there's a guy that is making the beats. And there's always saying one guy is mixing and mastering, but I didn't really know, what he was really doing, recording engineering, all those things. So if I was going to give anybody money at that time, as a proper upcoming artist, let me say GGC, is serious, you just want to start up, and most of these producers will tell you they mix and master as well.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
I've come across a number of them.
The specialization and really paying attention to the individuals and working with them specifically, you will just believe that mix and so on.
That's very understandable. What's your take on Kent on this issue of paying for free, as you call it, like searching for free work and all these
basically
things.
services.
Basically searching for free services. How I put it, most of the time the output is not always good to start with.
True.
Now
you don't actually expect
exactly
professional
quality.
Exactly.
Is very. As an artist, what most artists don't get is that quality actually plays a major role in marketing themselves. Yeah, so what I would advise artists out there basically is, I know some have the issue of, these people are saying we shouldn't do things for free, or we shouldn't have this cheap mentality, but the truth is,
don't like no money in the country.
See, last, the point is you invest in two basic departments here, the production process and the post-production, which, the promotion,
the
marketing and promotion.
And I will end this here, I think we've gotten across our points. I will just end this with basically, I know there are artists that, they say they don't have money and, there's no money and all those kind of things. Basically, what you should do is, Aki Alabi said it best, in that, you may not love what you are doing right now. Basically, you don't have to wait till what you are doing or what you love doing makes you money. Start with things that you don't necessarily like.
True.
If you need to do a 9 to 5 for some people, you understand. If you need to exactly anything you have
someone
to do,
sponsoring you.
If you don't have someone sponsoring, you just have to start with what you have. You get. So get
for
where
a
you
side
want to.
hustle.
Exactly.
Basically.
So now, basically, the second thing I will be talking about now is, I swear. Sounded Jayawo. True. The second thing we'll be talking about now is, eliminating the idea of getting signed to a record label. So, basically what I'll just say is, as record deals have become harder to get and platforms to promote ones basically is readily available online, the idea or mentality of not signing a deal with a record label and just staying independent is actually more like a musician committing career suicide. So definitely.
Very true.
So the view of record labels just want to use me, and make money off me without caring about my interest is not true. And for all labels, especially when you have a bit of leverage, let me tell you, artists, see, you definitely need to get leverage.
Yep.
You understand?
Value.
You need to know how to market your
leverage
products,
is your
services,
value.
basically, and leverage of that.
Make
So
the labels feel like they're doing
exactly.
everything.
And let me
Don't
just
think
say,
you have
this
value.
particular topic, it's a very, very big one, but we're not going to go deep. I'm just going to basically just advise and move to the last one. We're going to have a conversation with it. And what I would say is, as I mentioned earlier, put money in your production, your crafts. Have quality products.
Yep.
Put
Very
money in
true.
your marketing. Go be smart about your marketing. It doesn't make sense if you pay. I don't want to mention blogs, but you pay large amounts of money to get your music on just one blog, and something that you could have done to
makes your music
Exactly.
available for free.
It's
Yeah,
working backwards.
that's
You understand? Where you could
bad.
talk to influencers, do sponsored ads and all those things. Have a proper marketing plan and leverage off your successes. So the last thing we're going to be talking about today is doing it all yourself mentality. Yes.
Yeah, deep.
Yes,
Very
we're
deep.
going to have a talk
Very
about
Some
this.
people they'll think they can sing, they can do graphic designing, they can do production, they can do
Jack of all trades.
You don't
Also,
work that way,
thinking
man.
they are jack of
If
all
you do
trades.
that, people like us that who will not eat.
Regardless, you see, the thing is, fine, you can do it at the beginning. I'm not disputing that. It's understandable to do it at the beginning. Be your graphic designer, be your sound engineer, be your producer and all that. But when you start getting bigger, it will become almost impossible when you have a show at Benin you have to
Making good music alone will be enough work for you. Than
Trust me, you need it.
doing every other thing yourself.
Yeah. So, Mr. Kola Williams, what would you like to say about that? Doing it all yourself mentality. What do you actually advise people? Are you for or against that?
No, you can't do it yourself. Like you can't do everything yourself. That's, as a musician, you're a brand, you're a company, and the company, you need staff, you need people, you need specialists. So I starting up, I never even thought about doing it all myself. I had people around me that were interested in doing the same thing. So it's a big mistake.
Definitely.
Fair enough.
Few of the things that you will even need to do is ongoing promotion and awareness. How to reach
full-time job.
exactly. That's a full-time job on its own. And reaching out to companies and brands, collaborations, building relationships, taking care of your accounts, interacting with fans, making music. The list goes on. And if you want to do it all yourself, I'm like, that's just So basically, that's the last advice I'll give you guys. Remove that mentality of doing everything yourself or thinking you're an island. It doesn't work, it never has, and never will. So I'm going to round it up with saying there are just 3 mistakes that we spoke about now, but there are countless mistakes.
A lot.
It's a lot of mistakes out there.
We should
still
dig into
tackle
it. Not
them.
finish today.
Yes,
More
months.
of them later.
So I would advise you guys, to seek out more information, more knowledge. I love awareness now in music business. Knowledge is becoming more aware now. It's becoming more accessible.
Something as simple as a Google search will lead you
Exactly.
into a whole world of information you didn't even know existed.
Exactly. So with that, we round up our episode today, and be sure to check us out on Instagram, YouTube. Okay. So with that, we round up our podcast for today. I'm TaiwoXGreatness.
And I'm Oxygenmix.
And I'm Kent.
Kola Williams.
Yes, and you can check us out on Instagram and YouTube at Dive Academy, and we'll be sure to reply to your messages and use that as data to provide you guys more value. Enjoy the rest of your day. This section of New Music Industry School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more interesting information on marketing and branding tactics to help you find the success you want. And don't forget to rate and review so that we can continue to bring you the best regular content possible. We'll see you next time right here in the New Music Business Industry School.